Okay, here's a quick look at the emini S&P for Thursday, January the 19th, 2012. A very quiet day today. Total range was approximately 8 points, so not a real lot of opportunity. Although the market did continue higher. I was mentioning yesterday in the video that quite possibly the market, here's 1308, so I had said 1309 as a target. The market hit 1309.25 overnight. So that was nice. Then it backed off a bit here, opened here in the RTH, and then backed off right away. Did move above that, hit 1150. Although today, being as quiet as it was, we have existing home sales tomorrow. So I don't know if the market's waiting for that or it's just sort of lost some enthusiasm here, but would expect that market to back off a little bit. We did have a late test a test late in the day down to 06, so that's an obvious area of potential support. So I would go ahead and monitor that overnight to see if that holds. If not, look more towards the potentially even down back to 97. Other than that, the intraday up auction continues, so we're going to continue to have a bias to trading on the long side. Here are the market profiles from just the regular trading hours, this day over here that looks a little unusual is what occurred on Monday, and of course Monday was a shortened trading day of only 2 hours. Here's our software and our trades for today. You can see that we had a down red arrow here, an up blue arrow, a down red arrow, and an up blue arrow. And we do have a filter in here that went initially red and then turned green. And of course the red is a preference for a short trade intraday, with the green being a preference for a long trade intraday. And we use that as one of our three main criteria in determining whether or not we really want to go ahead and take the trade. We call it our intraday filter. So going into each day, we know what our intraday bias is, and obviously that's been up for quite some time. And then we also identify key areas of what we think are support and resistance. So if we can get two out of those three components in place, we'll go ahead and take the trade. This short trade, the very first one, as you see here, just get the arrow here, you can see it right there. Even though we did have the red filter, we did not. It was that's all we had. There was no barrier there to speak of. It was a vertical kind of trade, so it could have been taken for the aggressive trader. Other than that, it would not be a trade that would be taken. The green filter then turned around, but you can see this dash blue line that it started here and extended all the way to the end of the day. The market never did get back down here, so we didn't have an opportunity to take that trade. What we did instead, or not instead, but later, you can see this short trade here with an entry here. We did not take that. Obviously, it was in the green filter intraday, as well as our intraday bias being up. But we did have this long trade here. It did come up and hit our first, I'm sorry, it did not hit the first objective. It almost stopped us out and then started to rally. And so while we were in the trade, the short trade occurred while we were still green. So we stayed in the trade and were able to get some profit out on that, as it did rally up to 1311. So the long trade there, we're actually able to hit our first two objectives on that and go ahead and take out a small profit. So not a lot to report on today. We're still, as I said a moment ago, still looking with a preference on the long side. Unless the news comes in and is very bearish, we would look at 06 and then probably down either today's low, which is around 1303, or another 6 points lower, down about 1297 for likely support. Any questions or comments, just get a hold of us here at info@eminidaytrader.com, and we always encourage you and enjoy your questions and comments, so don't hesitate to send them in. Other than that, that'll be it for today, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.